So, speaking of doctors, it's just, you ever gone to the doctor and you kind of think you knew better or knew more before you went to the doctor? Then after you left the doctor's office, that's kind of how I feel today. Kind of feels like I had a better grasp on things before. So I went to the cardiologist today, and because, I don't know, I've made videos quite a few times and I end up not posting them because it sounds like I'm being whiny and crybaby and feel sorry for me, and that is the opposite of what I want people to do. I don't want people feeling sorry for me. I know my plight. I know what's happening. And when I do go to the doctor's office, I've already got the news. Yeah, I've already got the news. I already know what I have and where it leads. So I am just trying to figure out from this spot to this spot how much of this I have, how much time I have between here and here. And I don't think I've ever said it on my videos. I did say that sarcoidosis. I've mentioned that a couple of times. So what I actually have, or what I've been diagnosed with, is pulmonary sarcoidosis. Well, sorry, let me start over. Advanced pulmonary sarcoidosis, stage 4. And so what that means is I have scar tissue in my lungs, and it restricts my breathing, which I've mentioned on numerous videos now. And they're having a hard time getting it under control. It is an autoimmune disease, which means that my body is attacking itself. There's lots of people want to ask me what I did that would cause this to happen. If I was around chemicals, if I was around mold, if I was around this, what about that? What about the sawmill? And when I was in the hospital, they ran so many tests on my blood and on cultures and on biopsies, and they tried to grow stuff and trying to figure it out. And no, it's just an autoimmune disease where my body decided it was going to attack itself and started eating my lungs, or causing scar tissue in my lungs. Sarcoidosis is kind of like crystallizing of the tissue, is what one of the doctors has told me. And so, yes, it's a life-ending disease, and that's just what it is. I've lived with that knowledge since probably February, and I've had lots of time to think about it, figure it out, and it didn't take me very long to just really think about it. And you know what? Everybody's headed for the same place I am. Ain't nobody get out of this life alive. I just know that it's happening to me, and I don't have the false sense of security that I will never die. And I happen to have a very, very strong faith in God, and very strong faith that Jesus died for me, on the cross, and because I have accepted him in my heart, and I truly believe that he did die on the cross, and his death on the cross forgives me of my sins, and I will one day be able to kneel down in heaven and thank him with all of my heart for what he did for me. I am born again. Jesus is my Savior, and because I have that knowledge, I'm at peace. That's just all there is to it. I am at peace, and so people ask me and how I can deal with it and what and that's how. That's just how it is. Jesus Christ is giving me the peace. I've had people say, well, I just don't pray hard enough. If I pray harder and if I really truly believed, I'd be healed. And no, that ain't how it works. You can't tell somebody that they don't believe enough when what they're ailing from continues to happen to them. That's just not how it works. Because if that were the case, nobody believes enough. Nobody has faith. Because everybody eventually dies. Everybody does. So that doesn't work for me. And I've asked him, I prayed, take this away, heal me. And I think he has other plans for me. I think he has lots of plans between where I am right now and where I'm going to wind up. There's that space in the middle that still needs to get filled up with a very valuable life. I have a valuable life. I have a chunk of life left to live, and I want to put the most value in that life I possibly can. I have dreams, and some of my dreams have changed since February, and some of them are still there, but I have to figure out during this now and where I wind up during this interval. I just have to figure out how I'm going to fill that time up and how best to use that time. Do I want to go to work every day just to make a couple of dollars? Kind of depends upon how long the doctors say I might have, how fast it affects me. It's still, we're just barely starting down this journey of finding out, even though we caught it at a late stage. It's only been a few months since we found out that this was happening to me. So I'm probably just a little bit impatient, and I want things to happen faster so I can get answers, so I can figure it out, make a plan, and go step forward with the rest of my life. And not knowing how long, is it this? Is it this? Is it that? Is it that? God knows. And yes, I wish he would tell me. But at this point, it hasn't been revealed. How much time do I have? And what can I do with it? One of the things that this does to you is it causes you to cough. And I cough all the time. And it stinks. But it is what it is. So now, my cardiologist is wanting to refer me to another cardiologist here in Alaska that specializes in sarcoidosis. And so hopefully I'll be able to get in with him kind of fast, get on top of this, and see if we can't stop it from totally affecting my heart like it has my lungs. And because if we can do that, then I can have a little bit more time to fill and have a nice full life. That's my goal. Spend as much time as I can with my family. Spend as much time as I can with Kara. She is my family. She is my best friend, and I love her deeply. And yeah, not gonna go down that road, but yes, I love my kids. I love my animals, my geese. I want a donkey. I keep saying, I have to tell Kara I want a donkey. I want to name it Michael. And that way, after I'm no longer here, she still has that donkey to yell at. Every time the donkey does something wrong, she's yelling at Michael. And she might be yelling, "Darn you, Michael, for getting me, Michael!" Or, "Darn you, Michael, for getting into that." And that way she can never forget me, right? She says I'm already unforgettable. She shakes her head and says, "You are unforgettable anyway. I don't need a donkey to remind me of you. Although you both would be asses at times." Oh, hey, no cussing on my channel. Anyway. I don't know. I could go on and on and on about it, but you know what? Life is what you make it. Life is only so long anyway. So before you find out that life is short, just realize life is short. And go live the best life that you possibly can. And I hope and pray that that includes finding and accepting Jesus Christ as your Lord and Savior. That is the most important thing. In my opinion, that you could ever do. You don't know how long you have. Find and develop that relationship with Jesus Christ. Please. Please. You know what would be really cool? Is even though we might not meet living on this planet or while we're alive here on Earth, I would really love to meet each and every one of you in heaven. Hey, I've droned on enough about all of this sad stuff. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm doing good. I am blessed. I am so blessed. I'm blessed beyond measure. Anyway, thank you for watching this edition of Not So Remote Alaska. I really hope I didn't drag anybody down. I hope I encouraged people. I'd rather be an encouragement I really want to be an encouragement for people. So, but anyway, thank you for watching this edition of Not So Remote Alaska. And until next time, may God bless and keep each and every one of you. And with that, I am out.